Hello YouTube, Math here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. So we're picking up again in the space station with our destination kind of right across the way. Before we go over there, I do want to say it's mirrored on the other side, but this door requires an Atlas Pass V1 to get through. We've seen that before with basically some loot canisters, so I imagine that key item is like something we're eventually going to be able to craft to, I don't know, maybe get access to just better stuff all around. We'll go ahead and head over here for now. I do want to say, kind of sitting around before I was starting this recording, the music is really fantastic, and I maybe don't appreciate it as much as some of you will if you're playing along. Like, you'll be able to kind of get all immersed in everything, but I never shut my traps, so I don't usually get to hear it. Through this way, got another little alien friend with an iPad mini. Yeah, okay then. Alright, another trade guy, and I'm guessing... Oh, okay, so this is actually the thing. The Galactic Trade Hub is that. I see. We weren't heading towards the Technician at all. What does he have? We're currently irrelevant. We understand one word. Rare. Rare domostock. Rare domostock. Oh yeah. As I approach the electronic life form, it instinctively starts to analyze me from head to foot. It chitters animatedly, its head tilted to one side. The more it studies, the more the facility's resource vault consumes. What my scanner suggests are silicate elements. I mime that I know little of its kind or how it communicates. How do you mime anyway? And the light in its mask flash. Do I have 50 platinum? I don't. I don't have 50 platinum. Do I have... I've made... Is that really making contact, or is that... I mean, I feel like I've talked to several of you guys by now. This is not the menu I want. I do want to say, this is actually the second play session. Everything before now was all in me playing on the night of its release. Obviously, eventually I had to go to sleep because I have a job that wants me to show up in the morning. So this is next day recordings. So I do have enough platinum, I just don't have it on me. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm delaying the inevitable, right? Obviously, you know, we have like an objective to complete, but I'm gonna go grab 50 platinum and complete a journey milestone while we're at it. Ah, I met 2 aliens and a cool squiggly hand thing. And I can't access my inventory as long as that's up. Okay. Let's get... I guess we'll just take all of it, but I didn't really need all of it. I just needed 50 of it. This still leaves me a couple of spots in our inventory, though. That should be okay. And I can always... I guess I could just send it back once I've used the 50, so it doesn't ultimately matter. Whoa. Oh, I can make it up here. Okay. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully the offer is still on the table. Yeah, exactly. Mission Entity Huck. Is he going to say the same thing? I think so. Again, more rare domostok. Rubinsky Napataust. Alright, we've got 50 platinum. Let's try this out. Lights flicker with mild disappointment. Oh. You have learned the Korvax word for warning. Ooh. And now it requires 20 carbon for me to interact with them. Is that bad? Oh man, did he warn me? Did I get a citation from this guy? Site BB. Galactic Trade Terminal. Alright, we need to buy some items from this guy. We're gonna need some units. Sell valuable. Yep. Alright, let me double check the thing. There's no way for me to, like, check my current objective anywhere, right? It just, like, slowly cycles through objective-y things. Oh, is my objective now to sell valuable things at the galactic terminal? I wonder if that is the case. Yeah, I needed... Okay. I actually wanted to see that the dynamic resonator was the thing I needed, because I expected, I don't know, it to be a little bit more obvious about it. So I need 9,000 more. That shouldn't be too bad. Could always sell the rest of my platinum. It doesn't seem like it did much for me. It won't quite get me to 9,000. I don't have any other... a Vikine dagger. Fancy. Plutonium is a little too valuable in the other sense of the term. Man, that unstable plasma was so expensive, huh? We could get rid of some ammo. Let's sell like exactly enough. How much would I need? How much did I just sell? Oh no, I don't remember anymore. Hold on. Let me double check. Okay, I need 33,784. So 2,040. Oh, not buy. Oh god, I pressed all the wrong buttons. All right, hold on. It's not that I'm getting used to the UI, honestly. It's that I'm getting used to playing again after a bit of a break. Okay, so I want to sell... We'll sell this. We'll just sell like 2,000 worth of it, though, in case we need some later. There we go. And that should be good. Okay, and then we'll buy items. And we'll be buying one dynamic resonator, please. Fine, I guess. So that's my starship inventory. No, that's my exosuit inventory. Okay, I guess I should have checked here as well. Yeah. Man, I could have sold a fascination bead, which is just a straight-up trade commodity. That would have been a lot smarter. Yeah, okay. Either way, we got it. We need more iridium. 119 more iridium, in fact. Let's check something real quick. I'd actually prefer not to have to bounce back down to a planet. I like the planets. They're real cool and all, but they're going to take more time than I want to spend on this. Alright, so we can't... Where does the hyperdrive get crafted? I don't understand. Or is it install technology? Yeah, install technology. Okay. So if I only need 19 more, can I just buy 19 more right here? I know he would... I could sell it to him, but I don't know if he sells it. Like iridium. Iridium. Buy 19 units for not very much. That's totally a fantastic idea. Gather 100 more? Did I not? Hold on. Install technology. Hyperdrive. Oh, 100, 200. Man, I am blind. Okay, never mind. He's only got 11 more units, so he's not going to be able to sell that to me. We're heading back down to another planet. Well, well then, that's fine. We should be able to head just about anywhere and get iridium. Let me guess. No? Oh, okay. I was like, let me guess, launch thrusters aren't charged? Nope, you just need to hold it longer. And that's cool. I wanted to make sure. So in kind of another effort to never get you stuck, you're not required to use the launch thrusters to get off of a station, which makes sense, right? Like, that way you couldn't run out of fuel and end up just sort of stuck up there forever and ever. Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this without tutorial prompting. So at full basic speed, I can get there in an hour and a half. We're probably going to want to do better than that, though. So if I boost, I could get there in 8 minutes. And am I correct in believing... Yeah. Neither of those two types of travel seem to require any kind of fuel. So, for free, quote-unquote, I could get there in 8 minutes. However, let's aim right for the center. Okay. If I engage my pulse drive so that I get there in 35 seconds, it's going to use up some of the pulse engine energy. Okay, I got you. I'm right there with you now. Or at least so I hope. Alright, we need to collect 100 Iridium, and then, well, I guess we don't need to leave from... That's a good point. We don't need to leave from the space station. So once I get 100 Iridium, I'll just be able to build the hyperdrive on the planet. And likely I'm going to need to fuel it with something. Hopefully just the standard fuels. But that'll mean that I've got kind of something that I need to be on a planet for it anyway. So maybe it is best that I've come back down here. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody? Anybody? Alright. Entering the planet's atmosphere right about now. Pulse engines are offline due to planetary interference. Whoa. Whoa. That was not at all what I intended to do. We'll just do a barrel roll. No, we'll do a full flip apparently, and then come back in at this planet. I think it's kind of trying to help me get into orbit, which unfortunately I wasn't trying to do. I wanted to kind of take a high pass over the planet and see if it was in fact all rocky crags everywhere. Yeah, it's looking like that is in fact the case. There we go. Once you pass through the atmosphere, then it's like, oh, now I'm going to try to keep you on the planet. Which, from a gameplay perspective, makes sense, although, you know, that's not how gravity works. Let's find a nice little place to land. I can deal with this. Initiate landing sequence just right here. Alright. Direct sunlight. Sentinels are limited. Flora is full, and the fauna is copious. It's just how I like my fauna. Alright. Okay. So it's hot, I'm guessing, from the little sort of fiery red symbol on our suit in the lower left there. Okay. Does this look like the kind of planet that's going to have Iridium on it? I have absolutely no idea. What does that even look like? Certainly got carbon. These are plants? Well, yeah, okay, I guess. That seemed a little rocky over there. But, interesting. Alright. Iridium. Iridium. If I was Iridium, where would I be? I wished I remembered. Let's see here. Iridium is a silicate. So it is going to be... It's going to be this blue symbol on the map. Oh, my inventory is full. Well, that's unfortunate. It's going to be the blue symbol on the map. That's fine. Send that back. Send that back. Send that back. Okay. Blue symbol on the map. What do you got for me? Something over there. That's not the blue symbol I'm looking for. Fancy deer thing. It's pretty cool. Fancy deer thing with multiple tails. Oh God. I ran out of jetpack. I didn't plan that slow descent very well. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? Something hit me. Was it this thing? If I was intelligent plant life attacking random spacefarers, what would I look like? That kind of scared me, honestly. Huh. What? Was it this thing? No, that's giving me iron. Okay. I kind of thought that was a plant, but I'm clearly very wrong. Can we scan you? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Huh. I would think I would be able to scan from this far away. No? Nothing? I gotta get real close. Also... this little guy. I've seen them before. Or at least, I don't know, his cousin on a nearby planet. Huh. I also just got Viridian. Man, you can take a beating. Oh, did he give me... Oh, I see. He gave me the Viridium when he died, or... I'm not sure, actually. Alright, let's pulse again. I thought it was like I hit the ground nearby him, and that gave me Viridium. But I could have been wrong. The Sentinel, obviously... not going to approve of me shooting random plant, or random wildlife. More platinum plants. Okay. Some more blues. So did the Viridium had to have come from the little crab man, right? Like, that's the only thing that makes sense that way? I think so. No, unfortunately I don't need that right now. Oh, thing in the distance. Arrive in a minute. Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's go check out our thing in the distance. Ow. I didn't feel like that fall was all that far. Can I feed you? You're not very scared of me, which is kind of nice. Huh. That is very, very cool. It's got like a Bambi face. Like that kind of very wide eye kind of deer. That's very cool. Yeah, we are. Man, even in the shade, our thermal protection's counting down. That doesn't quite feel right. Alright, well, I'm gonna make my way towards the question mark, and while I'm at it, I'll just sort of randomly pulse and look for any Viridium that might be anywhere nearby. I feel like that's kind of the best strategy, but I'm mostly just finding lots more of these platinum plants, which I guess shouldn't complain about. Platinum's nice. Who doesn't like platinum? Not going the right way. I thought it was over here, right? Whoa.
Life support power low.
Okay. Life support low. I've lost which way the question mark was. Oh, there it is. Disappeared for a bit. 43 seconds. I guess the best way is like to just kind of jump for it and then engaging the rockets just right before you land to ensure a gentle touchdown. Ooh. You're a cool saber-toothed pig thing. That's really neat. Ah, you're tiny little things too. Not gonna let me analyze any of this.
Protection falling.
No. There we go.
Units received.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Tell you what, let's maybe concern ourselves with our exosuit's thermal protection. We can use a lot of stuff for this that we don't have. Zinc, titanium, or a shielding shard. Oh, I have a shielding shard, but it's too far away. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, as we're running low on thermal protection and our ship is a minute away... Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that is gonna hurt. Didn't quite make that jump, huh? Okay. Whoa! Crazy flying things!
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Oh, sweet. Wait, what? Did the temperature not just go up? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, either way, I suppose I should probably get back to the ship and make sure that we have a shielding shard in order to recharge, as I have not yet seen, like, anything... Are you coming to be mean to me? No? No? I've not yet seen more Atlas Pass stuff. Any... Oh, I am the luckiest man alive. Okay. Hazard protection. Shielding shard.
Energy recharge.
Okay. Not bad. Enough, maybe? Arrive in 43 seconds. Anything else good in this cargo drop? Ooh, a Viking dagger. That looks to be it. Oh, well, so far on this planet, I have seen 95 Iridium. How cool is that? Yeah. Actually, okay, let's let our jetpack recharge, and then see if I can't make a more sustained... Oh, phew, barely got there. Okay, I think that is our destination here. Are you just another platinum plant? Looks like it. Man. Cool. I'll take it. Unfortunately, the planet we decided to touch down on, a little barren, maybe a little light on iridium, at least for our purposes. What? Where's the dangerous animal? I have no idea. Is it below us? Maybe there's a cave that we're on top of? Yeah, it's gotta be those things, right? Well, those things were a source of iridium. Think we can find 20 of them? Ugh. That's it? It was just a restore point? Okay. Well, I mean, that's cool too. I was hoping for a bit fancier of a beacon. So it can't be temperature then. Toxicity? 8.6? 1.8 rads? Like, I don't know what is intolerance for us. So, I don't know what's good and what's bad there. Yeah, 5 more iridium. Alright. We only need to kill... It says temperature levels whenever that happens. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, how hot is 59 degrees Celsius? Like, is that like real hot? Like hundreds of degrees? And at night we're just okay? Okay, another one down. I don't want to end up, like, I feel like the only way, you know, that these are dangerous is if I get swarmed or surrounded or something. So, trying to stay in back. Oh, come here. Of course, No Man's Sky is no first-person shooter, so controls are not really geared towards nailing things like this at a distance. Although there's certainly some auto-aim that's going on. I think it's mostly just a case of if it's running side to side, it's doing a pretty solid job of dodging. Shows that they're, you know, they're a dangerous animal, but they don't seem all that interested in attacking me. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay. I'm just wasting all of the bolt caster ammo. Oh, right. And there are Sentinels. Definitely still Sentinels. What is he scanning exactly? Oh, that one's scanning me. I don't think I've ever had the Sentinel show up on one of my scans before like that. I guess it was just right in front of my face. Okay, let's try for another leap all the way up to here. Totally made that. Awesome. And that's going to be another platinum plant. This is also, man, it's everything, just platinum plants all around. Not that I'm mad about platinum, but still. And oxides. More of the flying eel creatures. I really do want to scan one of those things. Huh. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go on a Heridium hunt. And especially if my life support systems continue to fail. Alright, I'm going to go on a bit of a Heridium hunt. I'm actually going to head towards that smoking thing over there. And see if I can't find some. Once I've got... Oh, that's so gonna sting. Yeah, it did in fact sting. Once I've got enough to potentially lift myself off of this thing with hyperdrive intact, I'll lean back with you guys then. Hey guys, so I eventually did find some Heridium, and of course it was in just like a big chunk, as we've kind of seen in the past. So I was able to get everything that I would need from right here. And let's see, I've wandered a few minutes away from my ship. So it'll take me a couple minutes to get back there. But as we're heading that way, there's a couple of other... Yeah, that might be a concern. There's a couple of other kind of interesting things nearby. I want to go check those out real quick. So, first of all, whatever that beam o' light is, before I interact with it, I should probably clear out a spot in my inventory. Send plutonium back. And Thamium 9 back. I know I've got it on the ship, so... I don't have a bypass chip. I can craft a bypass chip. Oh, I just set the plutonium back. Well, that's frustrating. Maybe I should have checked first, huh? It's plutonium. Thamium 9, that's gonna be platinum. So it's gonna be a lightning bolt thing, but probably minerals. Okay. Maybe I won't be able to interact with that. Also, this is a Interact for health. Interesting. Okay, so this just heal me. Alright, fair enough. Well, this is going to be a word. Learn the Korvax word for calm. And this, I have no idea what this is going to be. This looks kind of like the Atlas stone. The ashes of the Lights Tower. Korvax plaque. The ancient marker hums at a frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with the voices of the Korvax echoes. Knowledge paves the way to the understanding of probability. The Atlas spoke in fragments. The Atlas interfaces are their shadows. The monoliths are their scattered children. Together they convey the wisdom of the infinite. They must be understood. Seek help with language. My knowledge of the Korvax convergence increases. I learn the word for traveler. Okay. My thermal protection is actually getting, like, real bad. Unfortunately, there may not be anything I can do about that right now. Which I'm guessing is going to lead to me just taking a whole bunch of damage. Maybe I could get into a cave over here. Oh, yeah. That's bad. Oh, little spiny guy. So let's see if going underground helps out at all. Indeed, it does help. Okay. Also got some more use. Well, that was smart. You're running weird little circles around me. Okay. Thankfully, you stopped briefly when you hit me. Okay. Dead. Whew. Okay, so that's not too bad. I just needed to duck into an area of shade for a minute, and that got my thermal protection reset, which will then let me get back above. Now is that the one I just came from? Or did they stop showing? I would assume they stopped showing up on my HUD if I find them, in the way that, you know, if I mine some element out, I don't think it still shows up there anymore. I could be wrong. Either way, I think I'm still going to try to focus a little bit here on getting back to the spaceship. I know somebody left a comment on the second video where I cut out a little bit as well. You know, about how, like, it's not boring, I promise. And I totally get that. I want to keep the length of the videos from getting super out of hand. There's a number of reasons for me to do that, not the least of which is that people often look at videos that are hours long and go, maybe I don't have the time to watch that right now. And so I don't want to turn anybody away, make this unapproachable. The other just being, you know, I've got to upload this whenever I'm done. I've got to render it whenever I'm done. All that kind of stuff. And it helps me out a little bit if I don't let videos get super duper long. So you didn't miss much, I promise, if you're worried about that. Just me kind of walking over this landscape. You're seeing all of it as I'm coming back. I do know one thing. I'm pretty sure those big bulges over there are gold. I've got enough inventory space. We're gonna sidetrack again, because that's what I like to do. I know this is gold because I've seen some of these before, and I also think gold is fairly valuable when selling it. Oh my god, you are so cute. It wants iridium? Oh, I have 50 extra iridium. I'm feeding this thing whatever it is. Ah! Look at that! Oh my god. Alright, we made a lizard friend. I don't know if lizard friend's gonna do anything for us, but he's pretty adorable. So I wonder if, like on this planet, Oh my god, that thing is big. Iridium is what both the aliens drop. I haven't tried killing one of these things, by the way. So the aggressive aliens drop Iridium. Like, maybe the docile ones do too. Maybe they're Iridium-based life forms on this planet, you know? In the same way that I might feed carbon to a carbon-based life form, I fed Iridium to a Iridium-based one. That would make sense, right? Huh. Okay, I get it. You're real big. Alright, I'm going to mine out a little bit of gold here, because I think it sells for quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the little, you know, green kind of bar symbol, neutral, but which I don't really know why you would refer to it as neutral, but in my mind, I'm equating that symbol to being valuable objects, and so I'm going to grab some more of it. Maybe objects that don't have any other, like, super obvious usage. You know, they're not power sources or anything like that. They're more or less just kind of a trade commodity. And again, I'm going to settle on, I don't think me getting every last drop of this stuff is super important. I tend to waste an awful lot of mining beam when it gets down to this level, as I end up shooting through stuff and not always connecting the way I wanted to. So I'll probably farm out this. And how much is a gold stack? 250. Yeah, we've also got thermal protection concerns and no caves immediately nearby. Oh. Any upgrade that wants to give my mining laser more time before it overheats would be worth its weight in gold. Haha, that's hilarious. Okay. See, I'm mining gold right now. That's why that's funny. Okay. I'm starting to hit bedrock down below. Life support's starting to get a little low. Okay. I say that's enough. I'm totally good with that. In the meantime, let's make a beeline back for our ship with our low life support and our okay-ish thermal protection. Somebody, you know, obviously I could Google this. Somebody let me know how, in American, in Fahrenheit, in a scale I can understand, how hot is 59.6 degrees? Would I be sweating to death right now? Would I be on fire? I know I wouldn't be on fire, but would I be sweating to death right now? Keep in mind, I'm in Oklahoma. It's August. It's pretty hot here. All right. So let me know. Does it beat out, you know, like 110 Fahrenheit? That's our average super hot day in sweltering Oklahoma. Okay. Gonna hop in here, which does provide me protection automatically, which is pretty cool. Okay, we need to make... I think we need to put it here. So let me transfer that back to my own inventory. And then we're going to install technology. We're going to install a hyperdrive.
Technology installed.
We've done it. By Joves. Charge with a warp cell. Collect a warp cell to charge up your hyperdrive. How do I get a warp cell? Unredeemed items, I know. One of these days I'll take care of that prompt. Fuel the hyperdrive. Where do I get a warp cell? Craft? Craft warp cell. I need to craft antimatter and have enough Thamium 9. Huh. Okay. Is that something I can do in my starship as well? Oh, gonna need more thamium. Okay. And then going to need... I have to craft products in inventory slots. But, like... This is all. I can't make it there. Can I make it over here? If I... Oh, I need to clear out some space. Let's charge up... Oh, our life support is actually kind of uncharged. We don't want to use thamium right now. Probably don't want to use the plasma either. Plutonium's it. Okay. Let's send something over here, like a shielding shard, maybe? And then... Craft product. No, it's not there. I've done this wrong. Transfer? Oh, it's the same. I can craft the same stuff in both, okay? Do I have to find a blueprint first? For the antimatter? That's gonna suck. Okay. Well, maybe a little bit of an anticlimactic ending. But I think we're gonna have to hold off on charging up our hyperdrive until later. I also think I'm maybe gonna bounce to a different planet because I haven't seen much Thamium 9 here, like at all. Of course, I haven't really been looking for it. It's the plants, right? Before I say that, I was about to say, like, I may take off, like, off this planet and head somewhere else. I haven't really been looking for it, but I can sell all my gold. Those are, what are these? These the platinum plants? No, this is zinc. I could use zinc to recharge my thermal shielding. But I haven't seen much. Okay, this is the plat. Alright. I tell you what, I'm going to head up to the space station. And the reason that I'm going to do this is...
Navigational data received.
So that I can detect a signal. No, I was going to say so that I could, at the very least... outpost this way. At the very least, so I could clear out some inventory space, but there's an outpost over here. Interesting. Whoa. Also some ships quite nearby. This outpost would have been, like, very far away by foot. So let's check it out in our ship. I got about 15 seconds out of it. That's not bad. And then once we've checked out the outpost, maybe then I'll finally be able to end an episode. Stuff does just kind of like keep constantly happening in a very cool way. Don't get me wrong. But I find it almost a little hilarious. Oh, I landed on the landing pad again. Guile. Communication received. Interact with life. Alright, another iPad mini man. And will you talk to me? Get a little bit closer? Am I standing on the wrong side? Where do I go? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's why I said maybe.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Can I not? There's like no way to just... Oh, discard. That's how you discard things. Okay, well, hold on to the stack of iridium. Talk to him again. Chief Scientist Entity. We didn't understand a word he said, but the electronic entity rapidly bombards me with words from what sounds like dozens of different languages, lapsing into silence when it realizes I recognize none of them. The pattern of lights on its visor briefly resembles an eye roll, then it passes me another message from Nada and Polo, and a vial of antimatter. I can use this to fabricate a warp cell. I try to convey thanks, but the being is disinterested in me. Its task completed. I'm no wiser as to who Nada and Polo are, but now I have the means to locate them. But I strongly suspect something. I swear those go away too fast. Like, I'm reading a little slower. Oh, look how cool that is. I'm reading a little bit slower than maybe I would be if I was playing on my own, but they feel like they come and go really quick. Oh, and I can buy and sell here. That eliminates any of my need to head up to a space station, actually. Sell items. Gold. How much is gold? Look at that! 30,000. That's fantastic. Okay, then. Emerald I also haven't found any real use for. I think platinum is also just kind of like valuable. And plutonium's real good fuel. I don't know any use for copper. I think the neutral elements might just kind of be loot, right? Let's get rid of that stuff. And the dagger is definitely just a trade commodity. I also don't think I've seen any use for aluminum yet. Aluminium. Okay, sweet. That should have cleared up quite a bit of inventory space as well. But really, I just want to look at this cool gun thing. Okay, look at all the things it does! It's a friggin' ricochet tow! Grants additional reflective properties to boltcaster shots. Dude, that's amazing. Boltcaster clip Sigma. Combat amplifier Tau. Oh, I love everything about this. I do. Okay, then. I think we're gonna pick up the new latest and greatest multi-tool. Look at all those cool color things. I assume they're relatively goodish. We'll go ahead and buy this guy here. And... oh, I can't. Right, I can't look at it while I'm inside the thing. My boltcaster shots ricochet. Oh, except for when they hit. Okay. So when they hit... moneymaker. Lovely. Oh, perfect. Something... oh, was it that thing? Maybe I just shot near it and it, like, irritated it. Oh, that is so awesome. Okay. I'm very excited to have that. Alright. We'll do a quick save here, and with the beacon. Nice. And then let's let's pop back over to our ship. It's like another... what is all this? Would I need a bypass chip? I would need a bypass chip. Can I get inside this thing? I can get inside this thing. What's in here? Analyze multi-tool tech. Beam focus Sigma. Faster mining beam. Okay. In other words, I got a mining beam upgrade. I'll probably actually just want to do that. So in addition to just being able to like get better things, this multi-tool also has a ton of slots. And combat amplifier, Tau, Sigma. Man, my mining beam laser also has like a +3 upgrade. And then that has expanded clip size. So that's fairly cool. And then I've got beam intensifier, speed up terrain destruction. User will enjoy quicker element extraction from crystals, rocky outcrops, and planetary vegetation.
Technology installed.
Similarly, I can use this.
Technology installed.
And now I've got like the greatest mining beam of all time, apparently. Okay. So pretty stoked about this new thing. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. Also pretty stoked about the whole, you know, warp cell technology. Let's bounce back in here really quick. And now, I still need to make a thing. Craft product. Now I don't have enough thallium. I never had enough thallium, did I? Okay, thallium 9 is an isotope. So it's going to have a lightning bolt symbol. I just need 39 more of it. Let's see if I can't grab that just right over here. Need an Atlas pass. Of course I do. Right over here. Nope, plutonium. For once I'm like, no, I don't want a plutonium. Plutonium's like not the element that I need right now. Over here. I think it is going to actually be these plants right here. I think this is what gives me thallium 9. Great. And I need 23, but I have 63. Okay. I only need 14 more. So that's like one more plant. Oh, can we do it? Can we find one more plant? We can find one more plant. That's more than enough. Okay. And there's already like, there's cool stuff on the planet that I want. I get it. Like, this thing right over there that probably teach me some stuff. Probably want to grab that actually. But there's also a question mark. Where did it go? Oh. Like in the middle of all this stuff? Oh, it's over there. How did I walk past it? Oh, that's how I walk past it. It's actually kind of hidden back there. Learn the word for probability. I do want to, like, I mean, I feel like, oh, milestone reached. I feel like, beginner, learn 8 words. Learning the language is going to be like a real slow process, so I probably do want to try to grab those anytime I can. But I also saw a question mark in the distance, which might also be a cool thing. There's cool stuff everywhere, and I also want to be doing this, though. So, craft. Oh, warp cell. Build. Charge. Charge. Teeny tiny charge. Charge with warp cells. Okay, so I need more that every time. But I don't know how I could get antimatter every time. Because, like, me getting it from this guy seemed to just be sort of dumb luck. Don't count me out when it comes to dumb luck being required, but still. Alright. Enable galactic travel accomplished. Let's get back into space. And see... Leave the planet. Do I have to engage my pulse? Ow, that really hurt. Activate. Open the galactic map. By pressing down. Whoa. I have a galactic map. Okay. Distance to center. Real far. Alright, so traveling at the speed of light, it's only going to take us 173 years to get there. We're going to be fine, guys. Okay, left stick rotates. Is the big star the center of the galaxy? Oh, is this what Atlas does for me? Is it like... It looks like it's literally just mapping, like, this is the path to take to the center of the galaxy. I bet that's what's going on. Can I not... Scan for discoveries. Searching. Can I not go anywhere else? That seems weird. Like all these other little dots, I can't do anything to those. I can only go along the line. Okay. I'm going to engage some fancy warp drives. Whoa. If you have Any problems with epilepsy? Now might be a good time to not be looking at your television set. Alright. Whoa. Indeed. You know, it's a lot better than a loading progress bar. I will give it that. That is certainly what it could have been. So as we pass through crazy warp tunnel into our second... I always want to say solar system, but they're not actually solar systems. Sol is our sun. Oh god. System. Waizafunga Zuga. Ooh. Fancy other ships. Real big fancy other ships. That we're like very slowly traveling towards. And we do have some beacons around. This is a space station just over there. And a very green planet. I was gonna say lush, but I can't quite tell if that's vegetation or rocky. I guess it would kind of all look the same from out here though, right? I do know... Oh! I do know that my game crashed. I just tried to look at the map again, and that didn't go over very well. Okay, guys, we made it to our newest solar system. I'm gonna relaunch the game and check out some more stuff. Not in the solar system, in the planetary system that we're in, or whatever. Star system, something like that. And I will pick up with you guys in a little bit there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to subscribe. There's lots more on the channel. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, especially how hot it was while I was on the hot planet. And I will catch you guys next time.